In the 1960s, the laser was described as a solution seeking a problem by the same guy who invented it. It turns out we found a lot of problems for lasers to solve. Lasers now underpin everything from telecommunications equipment and barcode scanners to surgical tools and precision manufacturing. Tech is unpredictable. What looks like a novelty today may turn out to be an essential part of daily life tomorrow. And sometimes it feels like technologies come out of nowhere. A melting candy bar next to a magnetron brought us the microwave, repeated DNA sequences in bacteria got us CRISPR, and in the 1970s, industry leaders doubted the appeal of a personal computer in people's homes, let alone the idea that something might be in someone's pocket. The number one mistake in technology policy is thinking we know where it's going. That's the risk taken when policymakers try to steer AI. By trying to limit its impacts on workers who might lose their jobs, they risk losing its big benefits in the future. Even so, it is definitely the case that technologies can affect workers. Take automated phone switches, for example. They destroyed switchboard operator jobs, a huge occupation for women back in the 1930s, but subsequent cohorts of young women were not permanently scarred by the automation shock because local labor markets adjusted. And those automated switches paved the road to digital infrastructure underpinning modern telecommunications. If we had jumped in too soon, because the automation really was replacing workers, we might have smothered beneficial innovation which helped future workers. But the shock to those switch operators was significant. Those women often lost their jobs, were less likely to be working years later, and those who did find new jobs tended to land in lower paying occupations. So the lesson here is that policy should focus on supporting vulnerable incumbent workers and easing the transition between sectors of the economy, not on freezing today's economy in amber. All of that said, it's important not to lose the plot here. AI is already speeding up drug and device discovery, personalizing cancer treatment, improving cancer screening, and even reducing neonatal deaths in developing countries. So let's focus on the outcomes we want rather than be swept up in the uncertainty of the new. Keep our eyes on the real prize and focus on workers and people in general. You can see more on EIG agglomerations.